up, everyone? Thank you for clicking in and watching this video that can change the way you prepare for your IELTS exam. So how is this video going to change the way you do that? Well, because it's your IELTS exam, you need to know what are the different ways you are going to be scored. And that is what I'm going to help you with. Now, guess who recently gave their IELTS test? Yes, that's right. I got an overall score of 8.5 with a 9 in speaking. And that's why I'm here to tell you that whatever score you want to attain, you can. Because I'm going to show you how to do that. So make sure you stick with me until the end. Now, this video is sponsored by the Cambly app, which helps you speak with native English tutors from all around the world 24/7. This app is going to be really helpful with your IELTS preparation because, believe it or not, it played a huge role in helping me score an 8.5. And later on, I will also give you a little demo of how to use this app and effectively prepare for the IELTS test. Okay, so coming back to the video, let me begin with the speaking module of the IELTS test. Now, you need to know the main things that the examiner looks for when scoring you. So let me tell you, there are 4 main criteria that you will be marked upon to get a good score in the speaking test. I'm going to deal with just 2 in this video and then the others in the following videos, which are a part of the IELTS series that I'm doing. Okay then, the first 2 criteria that you are marked upon are number 1, lexical variety, and number 2, pronunciation. Let's talk about lexical variety first. What is it? Well, it refers to variety in vocabulary. You have to explain concepts by using words that show that you have a varied and rich vocabulary. For example, if the examiner poses a question saying, talk about a piece of art that you have made. Now, this question can be answered in various ways, but I would say something like, I love to create my own art, or I develop designs based on a certain concept, or I can also say I chalk out some pretty interesting drawings based on my mood. Did you notice I used words like create, design, develop, and chalk out? All these words are the synonyms of the word make. So when I use many words of the same meaning, it shows that I have great command over my English and great vocabulary, right? So make sure that you don't restrict yourself to a few words. Show the examiner that you have a variety in your vocabulary. That's what lexical variety is all about. All right, so moving on to the second criteria, the examiner will also pay attention to pronunciation. Yes, knowing words is not enough. You also need to know how to pronounce these words like a native speaker, right? As English is not our first language, we tend to make common pronunciation mistakes. For example, instead of saying prefer, a lot of people say prefer. I prefer ice cream. It's prefer. I prefer ice cream, not prefer. Well, there are also words like pleasure, where people mispronounce it and say pleasure, pleasure. People don't know how to pronounce the j sound, the j sound. So it's pleasure and not pleasure. There are some people who say apologize. That's not right. It's apologize. So this time around, I want to show you how you can use the Cambly app to prepare really well for the IELTS exam, because this app has many IELTS trainers. So now I want to show you how you can use it as a tool to score well as far as vocabulary variety or lexical variety and pronunciation is concerned. Okay, so I have a few questions that I have prepared as per the IELTS speaking module, and I have made answers for it. Now, I have deliberately made sentences where the pronunciation of words may be a little wrong, or it may have very average English. But that way, we will see how a Cambly tutor can reframe the answer by helping us with better vocabulary and teach us the right pronunciation. Are you ready? Let's try it out.
All right. So, I see you're from India.
Yes, I am from India, and I'm actually an English teacher myself, and I would like to show my students how amazing the Cambly app is, especially those who are trying to prepare for their IELTS exam. So,
Hi.
so
Can they see me?
yes, well, our viewers can see you. I've prepared a few questions which are normally asked in the IELTS speaking module. And I have prepared answers which are very average English. I would, however, like for you to reframe those answers so that we can show our students how they can improve their vocabulary and pronunciation. Okay?
Understood. Sure.
Okay, so here's the first question. If the first question was, what kinds of food do you like and why? If my answer was like this, I like homemade food, but I also like Japanese food like sushi and Italian food like pizza because it is tasty. Is there a better way to rephrase that?
So on Cambly, what I often recommend is that students do a little bit of practice using synonyms, because words like tasty, words like beautiful, words
Right.
like wonderful are often used.
Right.
And on standardized tests like the IELTS exam, it makes a lot of sense to try to use different vocabulary and expanded vocabulary.
Right.
So I try to give some of my students additional web sources and things to help with synonyms. And then also what I would do is I would try to encourage students to limit phrases like
Okay, not use the word like. Okay.
yeah.
Is there a
So I would try
synonym
to-
for like then? Is there another word for like?
So we would say something like I enjoy, I prefer, I would select, I would choose.
Okay, that's a good option that you've given me. How about the pronunciation? I mean, how do you say pizza correctly? I don't think I'm pronouncing it right.
But I take a word like pizza and I break it up. And in English, we actually say pizza.
Right, like,
So that's how it's actually said. It's said pizza.
with the T sound, like pizza. Okay, great. I've got another question. If I were to ask, where do you live? And if the answer was, well, I live in a big city, which is very crowded with different people.
Really want to blow somebody away, you could say I reside,
Okay.
because reside is a synonym for live. You could say I reside in a city which is smaller than a major city like New York City, but is larger than a smaller city such as Goa or something like that.
Oh, okay, like make those comparisons. So I think that's very smart. That's a very good way of doing it. How about saying crowded with different people? I mean, I'm sure there's a better way to say that.
Yeah, so good call. We would probably I think it would depend on what is meant by the word different, because we do say things like people with different skin colors or different cultures, or a city that has majority females as opposed to males. There's all different ways. There's many ways that you could actually specify what is meant by the word different. So I would encourage students to try and expand on that word and explain what they mean by it.
Okay, so I could simply say people from different backgrounds, maybe, right?
Yes, people from different backgrounds and then
Who are doing something. Okay, great. Well, that's amazing. Thank you so much for explaining that to me in detail, and I will definitely share this clip with everybody, my viewers and my students in class, and I'm sure they'll get a lot more than they expected.
great.
You were
That's
wonderful,
wonderful.
Shannon. Thank you so much. You
You're
have a
welcome.
nice
Have a
day.
great day.
You too. Bye. So, did you just see how easy it was to use the Cambly app and how you can practice for the IELTS exam with experienced native English speakers? Well, guys, this app is not free, but what you could always do is take a trial before you purchase a package so that you understand how to use the app and get first-hand experience of these trainers. The trial is available only for $3, or if you're watching it from India, you just have to pay rupees 199. And you can speak for 10 minutes to these experienced trainers. And of course, if you like the app, you can always purchase a monthly or a 6-monthly or even a yearly package as per your requirement. Okay, so to avail of this offer, please click the link in the description of this video. You will definitely see how amazing it is. And then please let me know in the comments about how your experience was as far as using this app is concerned. Remember, you can speak good English if you constantly speak with native English speakers. So I wish you all the best to score amazingly well in the speaking module. I'm going to be back with some more lessons, but before I go, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and click on the bell icon. I'll see you soon with some more videos. You take care. Bye.